Hello, I'm Mark, the founder of GiraffePad, and today I am joined by Nigel Clark from Allembe Business English. And Nigel is going to share with us his use of GiraffePad and the impact GiraffePad has on his business. Nigel, thank you very much for joining me.
It's a pleasure, Mark. Thanks for inviting me.
No, it's wonderful. So maybe as a starting point, Nigel, if you could give us sort of a brief background to your business and the work that you do with your clients.
Yeah, I run Allembe Business English, and it's focused on teaching business English to professionals. Most of the courses are one-to-one because I coach and train usually board directors and the next level down, people who have a lot of experience, a lot of credibility, perhaps in their own markets and industries, but when it comes to communicating internationally, suddenly they're way outside their comfort zone. So basically what I do is I design courses that reflect their particular experience and needs, and then we just progress over 10 or 12 weeks to provide them with the skills that are going to help them.
Fantastic. So you've been with us for about a year now, Nigel. What was it that prompted you to look for a solution like GiraffePad for your business?
Well, it was frustration, basically. One of my many weaknesses is administration. So trying to coordinate content, delivery, consistency, just giving a credible platform for the kind of content that I think will help or does help a lot of these professionals was a challenge. It's like one of those old-fashioned spinning plates routines that as soon as you get something steady and in control for a technological reason or for any one of a million administrative reasons, things collapse and the stress levels just shoot up, which affects affected my performance. So when I found GiraffePad, it was like a revelation. It's quite simply changed my business and my delivery overnight. It was fantastic. Still is.
That's great to hear. So now, having used it for a year, what would you say if you had to pick out 2 or 3 of the biggest problems that it solves for you now that you've used it in your business for a year?
Well, first of all, it is the design is so clean. There's so much kind of, I don't know anything about design, but I know good design when I see it, and there's so much kind of clarity in what the participants see from a course creation perspective. It's fantastically easy to use and very adaptable because my clients, we're all individuals, we all have strengths and weaknesses. In terms of language, I've got to adapt to listening skills, speaking skills, writing, reading. People have strengths and weaknesses, and GiraffePad allows me very easily to direct the attention and the content of the sessions to what's needed. And as the site has evolved, it's become very easy to plan a 10 or 12 week course in advance, knowing that we'll have to adjust some elements, but 90 or 95% of that work is done. The links work, everything's coordinated, which allows me then to become more focused, more creative, if you like, more spontaneous in delivering what the clients need, knowing that I don't really need to pay attention to or check the links or all the kind of stuff that was driving me crazy before GiraffePad.
Fantastic. So if you had to pick out the biggest benefit from using it in your business in terms of the impact it's had on you or the way that your business runs, what would you say that would be?
Well, overall credibility. I can deliver, in one message, in one email, I can deliver a credible solution that the participant can see, if you like, the objective. They can see where they're going. Perhaps that's not exactly the answer you expected. Perhaps you can ask me that question again, Mark.
So in terms of the biggest benefit you get, because you talk about these big programs that you create that might last over 12 weeks with your participants. If you weren't, I mean, maybe we look at the way, if you weren't using GiraffePads, what would you be missing out on? So what's the benefit that it gives you that you didn't have previously?
One of the other benefits is consistency, because I can design basically course templates that deliver almost exactly what the participants need and expect, and I can do that easily because obviously it's a iterative process. One of the fantastic features of GiraffePad is the ability to clone programs, which doesn't mean necessarily that you just repeat the same program. It means that 70-80% of the content which is relevant to somebody can then be adapted. You can create literally a bespoke course for each individual, which you can't really communicate how much impact that has on people who come to my courses, like any other course provider, thinking they don't quite understand my issue. Everything I've only, people often think, I'm the only one with this problem, which is of course not the case, but there's no point in telling them that. It's kind of showing them that here is something that exactly reflects your needs. And GiraffePad allows me to do that, to create, whether you call it made to measure, bespoke, individual programs. It's also, one of the benefits is that I can now see myself delivering group courses in the same way, because once again, GiraffePad makes it so easy to include large amounts of people or large groups of people in the same site, in the same place on the website.
Well, on that matters. So thinking of the people that you work with, and like you said, you might move to group work. For those individuals, what sort of feedback have they given you? What's their experience of using GiraffePad on the receiving end, if you like, of your courses and your learning?
The words they usually use is accessible, interesting, and clean. It's funny how people just seem to see the site as very, very simple, or rather simple to use. It's somehow it's very difficult to describe in words. I think one of the main things is they are so relieved that they can just come to one place, whether it's just to deliver a chat comment, whether it's to complete a task, whether it's to access a link to open an event. They know that they don't have to go through a process. They just arrive at one place and everything works. And from both sides, from the trainer or the teacher, to know, oh God, I've got 30 people, and they're all those people are on an individual program, and those are in a small group, knowing that I just need to go to one place and everything's there. It's not, I'm going to send you a link and can we all come back to the same place? It's just clean. It works. We can then get on with the important job of delivering the content. It's brilliant.
Fantastic. So if we're looking back over the last year, is there anything else that we haven't touched on that sort of sums up your experience of using GiraffePad, I guess?
Let me think about that one. It's just enabled me coming to GiraffePad has enabled me to focus my attention on what I do next, where I go next, what I can deliver next to existing clients and future clients. In other words, it's allowed me the kind of mental space and the time, because I'm kind of getting better at designing courses, and because GiraffePad, it's almost like a kind of a toy box. It allows you to do so much, like everything else. You just think, oh, I can do this, I can do that. And you get kind of super creative, and then you realize, hang on, I need to kind of roll back. So it's almost like everything else. It allows you to be strategic, or it's allowed me to be strategic. It's allowed me to understand clearly what works, how it delivers, often how it surpasses the expectations. A lot of people have said this is the best course I've done, and while I think it's about me, what they're really talking about, this is the best kind of platform I've ever used. It's the simplest, it's the cleanest. But whatever it does, it allows me to know I am delivering beyond the expectations of most of the participants. I focus on the individuals, and I'm able to make them feel that this is their program. They're not in a course with other people, although they can be. They have their they recognize themselves. They see what they want to see, and GiraffePad allows me to deliver that to a standard that I never thought I could reach. And because I know that's nailed down, because I know that I can easily adapt my content, upload, include stuff, send, include links that I know are going to work all of the time. My mental focus is then, okay, what do I do next? Who can I design for next? How can we, scale this? Because that's obviously the challenge for a lot of entrepreneurs is, they have an idea, they develop something that works, and then they need, or they want to scale it up. And GiraffePad, it allows me easily to know that I can do that. Not least because there is kind of group of us, trainers from different sectors who are easily able to exchange experiences, and we have this GiraffePad connection that we're using the site in lots of different ways, but we kind of connect because we know what works and how to present it.
Fantastic. Nigel, thank you so much for sharing your experience. That's very much appreciated. And for anyone watching this, if you'd like to explore how you could use GiraffePad in your business, please do get in contact. We are very happy to provide friendly demos and talk through how strategically that can work in your business. Bye for now.